Great fellas, I hope you're ready for your extra daily dose of skill. Char 75 on menu today. We are going to play with this tank because this tank is a new addition to the Bone store. Yes, you hear that right. You can buy this vehicle easy peasy lemon squeezy by going into the store, by clicking on the bones, and you can see that it is on sale over there for whatever, 12,000 bones or whatever that is, 10,000. Can't really remember. The point being is, I will try to showcase how this tank is behaving and how this tank is looking like, because I think that for most of the players, this tank is not really an option, or for most of the players, this tank won't treat you well. I truly believe in that. First things first, at this point in time, we have, well, first of all, armor. Non-existent, everyone can penetrate you. What that means all the Arias tanks are going to auto-aim you and eat you alive. That's one thing. The second thing is that this tank has two modes, and one mode is obviously relocating mode. Pretty much you cannot do damage meanwhile. And other mode is whenever you are shooting, and where the gun accuracy goes, you need to be kind of close in order to make it work. Very difficult tank to play it in the nutshell. I think that you need to be super experienced player, and I think that you need to know exactly what you are doing in order to make this tank work. I truly believe in that. On the positive note, whenever you are playing in the city maps, you don't really mind too much because this tank is created to do damage and not to spot. At least in my opinion. I don't think it is a great spotter. Another thing to say, this tank has very low amount of ammunition, so pretty much shooting the full gold is the right way to do the things. And that's not all. This tank has an autoloader, 2 clicks in the magazine, and 1 click gives you 3 continuous shots. So it's pom pom pom. You will see everything yourself. What I'm trying to highlight that the tank is extremely difficult tank to play with in the World of Tanks. And for most of the World of Tanks players, I don't really think that this tank is an option. I truly believe in that it is just that difficult mother trucker to play with. Obviously, you want to focus, whenever you play with this tank, you want to focus on doing damage. At least that's what I think. And if you are finding the tourist that is making some silly goose mistake, you can slap him for casual 1200 if you are in the close distance and if the gun is treating you well. Will the gun treat you well? That's the other conversation for a future, right? I still think that the tank is not a sniper schnitzel, and I think that you need to be close. Like a shotgun in a way, right? This is how am I looking into this vehicle. Now you saw this mother trucker just fired once, twice. He's on the deep reload. What that means? That means now we are saying hello. We managed to punish him a couple of times. That's great. Hip hip hooray. But now we need to figure out what we can do next, because we can't really push on him. It's not really worth it. So we have one burst left, and we are thinking, do we want to go on the reload or we don't want to go on the reload? Because this is 37 seconds question. 37 seconds question, fellas. It is not a simple task to make it work, and I cannot do anything, so I'm just simply going on the reload. Maybe I could have went for a blind clip towards this T-54 lightweight, but nevertheless I made a decision to reload. That's okay, we are fine. Now, I would love to flank the enemy heavy tanks, and I would love to slap the living crap out of them. But it's not so simple. It is not such a simple thing to do. Meanwhile, we can see enemy Ratatate is considering about making a bit of pressure. That's for sure. And now we have a situation whenever we can clip this gentleman out, but we will shoot one shell wherever. And this is another bad thing with this vehicle, that you have zero control of that stuff. On the other hand, whenever you find someone making a silly goose mistake and you can slap him for 600 in milliseconds, that sounds very, very good and that sounds great. But once again, my opinion still stands that this is extremely difficult mother trucking tank to play with. It is not a tank for beginner who would say, oh, so I click once, I hit 3 times, I don't need to think about anything, life is beautiful. I wish to say that it would be the case, but it's not. You need to know exactly what you are doing and you need to know exactly how to play with this tank in order to get maximum use of all of this. I can promise you that. I can promise you that it's very, very difficult one. Now, this ES63 won't allow us to go, will he? He kind of allows us to go, good. And now we want to say hello for this can opener for obvious reasons. And yes, that means that we are brawling with this tank. Yes, you can see that yourself, we are kind of brawling with this. We are trying to find the proper angles and we are just simply trying to punish the heavy tanks. Extremely hard gameplay of the tank and not the most competitive one because you will be on the reload for 40 seconds. 40 seconds reload time, fellas. It is insanity how difficult it is to make this mother trucker work. I can guarantee you that. On the other hand, whenever you have a situation like we are about to have with a grille, you can and you will be able to do 1,200 damage in short burst. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. We are just waiting. And 1, 2, 3. Great. 1,200 damage. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely glorious. We cannot complain about this. That was great. So this is how you are playing with this tank. I truly can't stress this enough that it is extremely difficult mother trucker to play with. Like, beyond belief difficult. Beyond belief difficult, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It is a very important thing to say. If you think that you watched a YouTube video or watched some kind of internet beggar playing who has 50, 100, 250,000 battles and you think it is going to be the same thing for you to repeat it, you are very, very, very wrong. It's very, very hard, fellas. You need to be extremely good in the game, and even whenever you are extremely good in the game, you can play something just simply better. MX-39 is way better and way more competitive tank, in my opinion, than this vehicle is. But once again, that is only me, and that's what I think. So, first game, we are first by experience, we are third by the damage. We made 54,000 profits because I'm spamming full gold because this tank is made this way. This is exactly what you need to do in order to be successful with this vehicle, because the difference between the gold ammunition or special ammunition, call it however you want to, is just massive, right? It's just massive. And speaking about the typical light tank duties, this tank is quite bad at it. It is not a good mother trucker for doing typical light tank duties, but we will go with a spotting setup at this point in time, and we will try to showcase how it is looking like. By the way, whenever you are in the turbo mode, you are losing view range as well. So very, very, very weird tank, fellas. Very weird tank. If there is something to describe this vehicle, or if there is a rating that I could give for how beginner-friendly this mother trucker is, it's 0. It is not friendly. And even for a players who knows what they are doing, they will struggle with this vehicle as well. Is it fun? Absolutely. Absolutely. If this is the gameplay that you adore and that you enjoy, it is definitely a fun mother trucking tank, and you can have loads of good experience with it, right? But once again, the moment you will meet the new Arias tanks, you are going to question your life choices. I can promise you that. I can promise you that you will question your life choices. Now, 1, 2, 3. Nice, we managed to get a couple of shells there and there. That's good. Mr. Project Luis is sitting in the open field. We don't really mind about that. We don't care about the Project Luis sitting over there. That's okay. I would love to get a bit closer so we can outspot him for obvious reasons, right? And now, let's see, can we outspot this Project Luis? Obviously, we are nearby, so if we need to clip someone, we can. Although we need to be smart. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. 600. We are feeling very good. Even though we are spotted, we do not really care about this. We got ourselves quite a bit of this stuff. Good, 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 good. Everything is okay. Everything is good here. Okay. So, how we could get some more use here? This is the question. Be smart. Be smart. We are fine. We are okay. You see what I'm talking about, folks? How this mother trucking tank works. Long distances are not even worth to shoot overall. Just because you are so inaccurate and it can be so painful and hard, if you will, you know? It is very important thing to highlight. Very important thing to highlight. Meanwhile, we are sitting in quite a bad situation over there, not gonna lie. And enemies have a Char somewhere, and apparently Char is sitting over there. We are going to get a good angle, don't worry, we are going to be okay. All I want to do, I want to get closer to this bastard, okay? I want him to feel safe, and I want him to feel great about himself. What we need to do, we need to slowly but surely get over there. Beautiful. And now we have the spotting setup ready. Step by step, little by little. We are just going through the bushes over there, and we are trying to figure out where this mother trucker is sitting at. He should be somewhere in this area, I'm telling you. Okay. Now we are just simply waiting patiently. We are getting a bit of assisting damage. We are spotting the mother trucker sitting over there. And all we want to do, we want to punish them. Good. This is exactly what we were looking for. This is exactly what we need. I know that XM can punish me. I'm aware of that. Not much what I can do about this. It's fine. It was worth it. In my opinion, it was worth it. I think I'm not spotted anymore. So we are going on the reload. And now we are sitting in this bush. Do you see how hard this mother trucker is to play with? I do not know, can you see that? But every and each decision of this tank means quite a lot and quite much, if I can say so myself. Any mistake from your side will make you to get punished very heavily as well. It is not your typical chill experience. And light tanks, to begin with, they are not really chill, okay? They are not very chill. This tank is just a different type of breed to begin with. It is very, 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 very different. Very different. We have Arya sitting in the open field. That's okay. I kind of need to figure out how to beat the Borat. And we will try to spot the Borat just like so. We can go super aggressively just like this through the bushes. He should not be able to see me. And I will try to get into position from where I can just simply slap him. For obvious reasons. Okay, very, very good. We are in position where we want to be. Now we have a Borat sitting here. Borat managed to eliminate our guy, but we are eliminating Borat ourselves. And now we are eliminating someone else. You have 2 tries, and potentially it's obviously possible to kill 3 and even 4 tanks from the magazine. If you, let's say, 2 tanks are down to one-shottable, you shoot one, you turn to the other, you turn to the third one. Once again, in theory it sounds great, in reality it's very hard to deliver. But like, hard to deliver, it is not... it doesn't describe how hard it actually is. You know what I mean? So, now all we need to do, we need to tab this art. Beautiful. And now we are going for the mother truckers that are sitting in the city. If we can reach them in time. Was it an easy game? No. Was it a successful game? Yes. In my opinion, what we have done over there is very, very good, and that was absolutely glorious, right? But once again, the experience that you need to play with this tank, as of how good as a player you are, it is just mind-boggling, and the play style is just that weird, fellas. Whenever this tank came into the game, I instantly saw that, and it was, by the way, back in 2022 or something like this, I instantly saw that the potential can be here, but it's more created for fun than for competitive gaming. At least in my opinion, that's what I think, right? Anyways, we are second by experience, we are third... Wait a second. We are second by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got 50,000 profits. Yeah, it's not really good at making credits as well, just purely because you need to spam the full gold ammunition, at least in my opinion. There is that. And last but not least, we are getting a very, very good map for ourselves. That's good. Whenever I will mark this tank for 100% on the tryhard account, I would make best of, so you can check out how to play with this tank properly, because it is very, very difficult. I can't stress this enough. I truly mean it, fellas. Skill, you're repeating the same thing. Sure I do, because I want you to understand that it is extremely difficult mother trucker to play with. That's why I do that. You think I like to repeat the stuff, fellas? You think I like to repeat the stuff? Yes, I do. You got me. Okay. We are in position with 2 light tanks. Or I supposed to say we are in position and the other light tank is in position. Shelma doesn't really matter. We are feeling okay. Now we are going for it. And we want to go for one more before it's too late. Good. We punished him to the best of our ability over there. That was good. We were waiting until he would make something silly, and he did. Now we need to run away before T-49 actually shotgunned us. Good, very, very nice. Can't complain about that. Everything is fine. We are getting quite a bit of the assisting over there, so we are okay. Also, I forgot to take the spotting setup, I think. I forgot to take the CVS and the optics and everything, but it's okay. We are kind of focusing on making damage anyways. I forgot. I just simply forgot, but it's okay. We are strong, mother truckers, we are going to be okay, and we are going to survive. View range is kind of bad on the tank as well. Okay, Shelma crashed, that's very good. And now we want to see where this T-49 is sitting at. Where this T-49 is sitting at? 1, 2, 3. We are hitting 2 out of 3 and we are not spotted. That's good. We have one more clip. We know that we are not getting spotted by the T-49, so we are feeling kind of alright. And we have another area sitting here, so we are trying to punish him. And that is crazy punishment. Over the distance, we managed to get a proper clip. You see where I'm heading to and what I'm saying, that it is not your typical light tank for spotting? Does it make sense what I'm saying? I bloody hope so it does. I bloody hope so it does, fellas. I truly hope so. Okay. I really need to eliminate this T-49 from the game. But in the same time, it is not an easy task by any shape or any form. I can promise you that, but we are strong mother truckers, we are just simply waiting for it. We are strong mother truckers, we are waiting until enemies will do something silly. By the way, the penetration with the standards are 200 and with gold 240. Plus a way better shell velocity as well, so keep this in mind. 2 out of 3, not bad. I'm spotted and oh boy, I'm in loads of shit. Yeah, mistake was made. I simply thought that I'm not going to get spotted, but clearly I did. Yeah, that is a mistake from my side. Not much what I can change about this. Unfortunate, but let it be. Even with a fail of mine by selecting a bad equipment setup in the Kempinovka or Prokurovka or whatever, we still have okay performance. But it doesn't make me very, very happy, honestly. What that means after this game, I will play for one more. I will give one more battle for this vehicle, okay? So we are going to be fine. Let's do that. Let's teleport to the scoreboard. Okay, mistakes were made, we are okay, we can't complain about this. Nevertheless, 2,400 damage, 600 assisting damage, we are third by the damage. We are sixth by the experience, and we got ourselves 49,000 profits. Once again, not greatest profits, but that's what we have. So our performance so far, you can clearly see for a light tank, it's very heavily based on the damage making. Although, with all honesty, I definitely made a mistake by going into the battle with a bad setup in the Kempinovka, but that's okay. Anyways, last but not least, we are playing in the almighty Erlenberg. And this time we are going to go with a spotting setup. I will try to do my best not to forget it. And let's try to punish every and each mother trucker that is sitting over there. I think this is the best thing what we can do. I think this is the best thing we can do, folks. Okay. Tier 9, Tier 8 matchmaking. Matchmaking is definitely in our side, that is for sure. The potential is there, but let's see, can we capitalize on that and can we get a lot of use, or am I going to be playing like a special mother trucker? I think the best position for us is going to be to sit somewhere over there purely because we have the CVS, we have everything ready in order to get maximum use of all of this, you know? This is what I'm thinking. And I don't want to stop here, I really want to play more aggressive. Good, we are in the position, very, very nice, that's what we want to see. And now we are in the position. Meal. Okay, he is outspotting me, I'm outspotting him. Actually, this is proxy spot type of situation, but we are feeling alright. We are feeling quite okay. Now, imagine the situation if we would actually catch him getting into position. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go for a high explosive clip because I can. How about that? How about that? Okay, I'm going for a standard clip because we have T-44 making pressure. Oh, hello there. Hello there. Would you look at that? Meal. Good. Assisting damage. This is what we want to see. Very nice. I have a feeling that T-44 doesn't know what will happen to him, so let's showcase that to him. Good. We just ammo react him. This is very good thing to showcase. The tank like this can and will do a lot of critical hits, okay? a lot of critical hits. Since you are shooting in the same position, you can get plenty of those. And ammo racking with this tank, if you know where ammo rack is located, is quite... it is not occasion which would happen only once in a while. It will happen quite often, okay? This is important thing to say. Good, we are feeling okay. That's all we need. We are sitting in the bush and we are just patiently waiting until enemies would make a mistake. That's very, very good. Now we have spotted Scorpion. We don't really care about the Scorpion that much, with all honesty. Although maybe we could clip him out. Not really good. Assisting damage is still very much appreciated. Very, very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Only 1 out of 3, which is annoying, and here you go. This is how the things are looking like whenever Aries is slapping you, right? 1/4 of the hit points lost, but honestly it doesn't bother me too much. I am still feeling quite alright. Good, 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 very, very good. This is a full focus, fellas, in ideal situation for a tank like this, because the distance between me and enemies is kind of tiny. You know, we are talking about 100 to 200 meters, and in the same time, we are outspotting all of them. So in this situation, I think we played very, very well. Not ideally, there was some mistakes that I have done, but other than that, it is close to being very, very good, right? It is close for being very good. Let's see. Okay. Down to fartable. This is exactly what I want to see. 1, 2. You know, if this tank would have 6 shells auto-loader whenever you are reloading each 0.5 seconds or something like this, you know, it would be completely different story. But now just simply you have little to no control over how you shoot. This is the biggest problem of this vehicle, in my opinion. The tank itself would have insane potential, but it's not that simple to make it work. And obviously you can see that very, very well. More I play with this tank, better I become with this tank, because I need to, for my brain, I need to adapt for this tank as well. It's not like I am spanking my fingers and I know exactly how to play with this. Tanks like this are making my brain melt, and if the tank like this is making my brain melt, I have no clue how a casual player would deal with this and how casual players would perform with this, you know? This is the thing. Either way, I'm very satisfied with this video. I think that we showcased all the bits of this tank and in the same time the fails of this vehicle. I think we have done overall a proper job, fellas. I truly believe in that. That's good. 3,000 damage, 3,600 assisting damage. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got ourselves 112,000 profits, which is very, very nice as well. So in the end of the day, our performance with this tank was solid 3,000 damage and 1,600 assisting damage. Am I happy with this? Absolutely yes. I think we killed it, and I think we have done a great job. Beautiful. Anyways, fellas, thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.